What's going on, herd? Welcome back to the channel. Thanks for tuning in to another video. So the fan base has spoken. They warned me about this a long time ago. I shot them down. I didn't believe them. But today is the day that I finally acknowledge this all-wheel drive drift glitch. And yes, it does work. So first off, I'm sure you already know about this channel, but Hella Flush is the channel that published this first, I believe first, maybe first. I did read in his description, it looks like irrelevant, PSN right there, alright, PSN right there. That is the original person that, well, came across this or showed it or whatever may be, alright? I don't know really who originally came up with this, so I just got to give credit where credit's due and make it clear that this isn't something that I made up off the top of my head. Secondly, I want to thank everybody that went over to my second channel, Black Sheep Lifestyle, and has subscribed over there. You guys are awesome. I've got a couple hundred of you guys to go over there. If you have not checked out Black Sheep Lifestyle, god damn it, go over there and check it out, okay? Alright, let's get into this thing. So the all-wheel drive drift glitch. Now this one's pretty simple. We're not going to waste a bunch of time on this thing. I will show you some footage of me and the Elegy doing this, the Elegy Retro. The reason we're in the Sultan RS is because this one seemed to be by far the best handling car. Now some of you are probably noticing right away, just by the lack of tint and the lack of customizations here, this is a stock car. I was not going to go spend $1 million on there until I really, tried it out and had a good time. Now after doing this, there's some things I like about it, there's some things I dislike about it, and that's what this video's gonna be about. So right away, you can build the car pretty much however the hell you want to build it. I don't even really think that the spoiler and all that really affects it much. It might affect it a little bit, but it really doesn't affect it much. The main thing that you cannot put on the car, the only thing you can't put on the car as far as I'm concerned, is bulletproof tires, and that is because you need to pop and pop. Alright, that's the most crucial aspect. Now this second part may not be as crucial. I like to still stand to the rear. It seemed to help me out a little bit, give me a little bit more controllability, a little better drift slide, holding that angle a little better. Like I said, probably not necessary. Doesn't seem to be necessary. I know the video that I watched by Hella Flush, he does not stand to the rear. But hey, I'm a drifter, and we gotta do that, because that's what we do at GTA, god damn it! So obviously popping those front tires there, a little against my principles in the GTA drifting. But it's necessary. You have to do it. Otherwise you get too much grip, and this is not possible. Now this one is super simple. Not going to have to go over very much. Hold both the triggers and burn out. Both the triggers are there. Let off the left trigger and get right back on it. So now I'm holding both triggers. And there you have it. You're drifting. You just kind of throw the car in the angle that you want. Now the Sultan is going to be probably the one you're going to want to start with, because it's seemed to be the most handleable. The best of... getting this thing down. I was in the Elegy, and that's the first one I tried out. The Elegy, although completely possible to do this in, it was a bit of a pain in the ass, I must say. It was a little bit of a pain in the ass. Definitely to hold the drift, it wanted to spin out on me a lot more. This thing, on the other hand, we're off. Just basically speaking, this car is probably the one you're going to want to try this glitch in first, especially if you're new to it. I do acknowledge that probably a lot of you, or most of you maybe even, that watch my channel probably already know about this glitch. And the point of this video is not to show you the glitch necessarily. Obviously, yeah, some of you guys that don't know about it, or all of you that don't know about it that watch BTV, I want to show you about this. I want to bring awareness to it. But the main thing is, people want my opinion on this. What do you think about this, Black Sheep? That's what it's always been, is what do you think about this drift glitch, this all-wheel drive drift glitch? And my response in the beginning was, well, you can't drift an all-wheel drive car in GTA, not enough power, not enough blah, 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 blah. And obviously, as I just showed you, that is not the truth. You can drift it. It's just a completely different manner. Now, here's the big thing. We popped the front tires. And once you pop the front tires, well, I'll show you. Let's just drive normally for a little bit. Let's just drive a little bit, drive right down here. And let's take a little turn so we don't have this wrong way thing. And we popped the tires. Now let's do the glitch. Now you still can do it, but it's going to be a lot weirder, okay? Your car's going to go a hell of a lot faster on the drift, and you're not going to have nearly as much responsiveness from the front. Still possible? Yes, still possible. As you can see, still possible. But it looks like hell. It sounds like hell. And you're flying down the thing. And as soon as you get going too fast, well, look at what happened. You're not really drifting anymore. So then you got to slow down, and you got to reanalyze the situation, and still the sparks are flying. Not the best look for drifting in GTA, especially when there's the competitive version and the single gear version. This is probably looking a little bit more realistic to some of you guys that watch real drifting, but it's not looking very realistic with those tires popped, are we? Let's move into the next aspect. The competitive factor, the factor of being able to slow down and catch your line and be able to pick your line a little better. Not really able to do it so much in this glitch here. As soon as you get up to your speed, the only way you're really going to get out of that speed and slow down is if you throw some severe angle or let off the triggers and slow down, and then that's another issue that we're going to get into here. If you do let off the triggers and you don't slow down enough, there's an issue, and it's that you can't re-engage it. Sometimes you can, but most of the time you can't. So then you got to slow down even more and then re-engage it. So let's show you that. So let's just say we want to go right around here. So we let off and we rip the handbrake. And I tried to get back on it by just holding the triggers, and it didn't let me. It didn't let me do it. It just kind of like slammed on the brakes, and that was the end of it. That's what I mean. Although you're moving much faster, and it's, you know, definitely fun. This is definitely something new, unique. Definitely something, well, new and unique to me. I have never done this other than just tonight here. I messed around for about 20 or 30 minutes in the LG Retro. I recorded this video 3 different times. Well, this is the 3rd time. And, well, we're not going to go through it, but each time we had some mishaps. Mainly the first time was the Elgato. Second time I wasn't recording my voice. And we're going to get it down this time, but I did learn even more. So in a total, I probably have somewhere nearly, probably an hour into doing this. So nothing too crazy. I'm, as you can see, not too much of a professional. All right, so right here, say I'm ripping the handbrake and then I get back on it. That will let me do it. Now, why? Why did it let me get back on there? Because I was going slow. If I was going too fast, it's not going to let me get back into that drift. It's going to just kind of like, I don't know. I don't even know how to really explain it all that well. It just kind of makes this noise, but the tires don't spin, and then it slows you down. Right here. We're going to rip the handbrake, get back on it, and that was pretty terrible because it straightened out, and it had to really, really slow us down to re-engage. Can you have some fun with this? Hell yeah, you can have some fun with this. Can you throw some sick tandems with your friends? Hell yeah, you can throw some sick tandems with your friends. Are you going to be able to go in the Proline Drift Series and rip this car around? Hell no, you're not going to be able to do that. It's just not going to work very well. For one, you're not going to be able to hold a tandem with the other competitive drifters just because, obviously, they're going to be going at a set speed, and your car is, well, there goes our time. Your car is dictated, the speed of your drifting in this all-wheel drive car is dictated completely on how fast you're going in the line that you've chosen. It's just not, it's not comparable to the competitive way. Again, is it fun? Can you throw some tandems? Absolutely, it is. This is something unique, something that I know a lot of you guys will enjoy. But again, this isn't something that's just going to replace the competitive drifting factor in GTA. It's been around too long, and there's too many people doing it. Everybody that's drifting in GTA are doing the competitive way, or working up from single gear to get into the competitive manner. And that's, like I said, that's the biggest issue. Now, with those two factors said, being that the competitive way is just, it's a better way, it's got more vehicles that you're going to be able to do it, understanding that this is only an all-wheel drive glitch. I don't believe that this does work with vehicles that aren't all-wheel drive. I could be mistaken, so obviously don't hold that against me. I've only just been trying it with the all-wheel drive cars because it's certainly been fun to be able to drift the Sultan and drift the LG Retro. And it's definitely fun. This is not something I expected that would be quite as engaging as it is, and I've just had a lot of fun doing it. So I'm sure some of you guys will definitely have fun doing this. I'm not going to drag this video on and make it a super long video. Really, you guys know how to do it. Like I said, let's run you through it one more time if you didn't quite catch on, but I'm sure you've already rewound it and done it. Hold both triggers, let off the left trigger while you're still holding the right, and get back on the left one so you're holding both of them. Simple as that. Super simple, super easy. Once you get in that angle, just let go of the trigger, flutter it a little bit, get back on the other side. Flutter it a little bit, back to the other side. Try to thread the needle, and damn it! So that's gonna do it for this one, guys. All in all, my opinion on this, it's fun, it's great, it's a lot of fun, but it's not gonna replace what we've been doing in GTA. And unfortunately, even the YouTube videos are showing it. The drifting in GTA is going down. It's going slowly downhill. We're suffering. We got to move into other games. We got to focus on other things. But I'm not going to let GTA drift and die if I have the capability of saving it. So with all of that kept in mind, there's a lot of things that we can work on as we move forward. There's definitely some fun that we can be having with this too. As I said, it's really cool to be able to drift these vehicles, drift these cars that, well, you wouldn't therefore really be able to drift anywhere else. With that said, once again, guys, go check out the Black Sheep Lifestyle channel. It's no video games over there. It's all going to be real world stuff. If you have already checked it out, keep up to date on that thing. There's new videos out there. I know only a few hundred of you guys are over there, and I'm 16,000 subscribers. Come on now, help me out. YouTube's making it tough to really make things go on. And like I said, they're fighting new content creators. I'm not going to make that channel happen without your guys' help. Alright, with that said, guys, I appreciate you all tuning in, liking, comment, subscribing, sharing the videos if you're sharing the videos. And definitely, as I said, damn it, go check out Black Sheep Lifestyle and subscribe. And watch the channels. Just subscribing isn't going to do it. Alright, okay, as always, guys, I hope you all stay happy out there. Please stay positive, and we will definitely speak to you next time.